Sunrisers came so close again to breaking their duck in the Charlotte Edwards Cup as they lost this time by only 3 runs to Central Sparks in Northampton. Batting first after calling correctly, Sparks looked to Issy Wong to ensure that their good start to this competition continued. She took 3 boundaries off Naomi Datani's opening over, the second of the contest. The visitors had 29 runs on the board after 3 overs, Eve Jones just clearing long on off the bowling of Joanne Gardner. A second maximum for Jones, this one going way beyond the boundary rope, had Sparks on a very handy score of 52 without loss after their 6 overs of power play. So there was much to do for the home attack if they were not going to be batted out of this match. Wong went straight off Gayatri goal. There appeared to be no stopping Jones as she eased to a half-century, one which had occupied 44 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes included, her partnership with Wong up to 92. But Sunrisers kept their heads and Abtahar Maqsood was rewarded when Maddie Villiers held on well in the deep to remove Wong for 35 at the end of the 12th over. Just 5 runs came off the 13th, and then the 14th began with Amy Jones nicking Grace Scrivens behind. With 5 to go, the score read 104 for 2, and with Eve Jones still going strong, there was still much work to do with the ball. Kelly Castle had kept things tight, she having figures of 1 for 19 from 3, Abigail Freeborn her victim, goal with a tumbling take at short fine leg. Datani was given the ball for the last over and did not disappoint, she finally removing Jones for 69, courtesy of some fine keeping by Amara Carr. Datani bowled Amy Campbell next ball, Sunrisers fighting back superbly to leave their opponents on 146 for 5 from their 20 overs. Scrivens the pick of the attack as her 3 overs cost only 12. Now she had to get going with a bat in her hands. Alas, she lost her partner Villiers to the 4th ball of the reply, nicking off to Wong for a single. Not everything has gone according to plan in this tournament. Scrivens is a young player who has really stood out, and she's having a competition to remember with both bat and ball. Here she struck Elizabeth Russell for 3 boundaries in a single over. And then the left-hander, who looks particularly good on the back foot, swatted Wong over mid-wicket for 6. After 5 overs, she had 27 of the 38 runs on the scoreboard. Alas, she was to add no more, Russell reaping her revenge as the youngster could only pick out Campbell in the deep. Her 27 had occupied 20 balls. That wicket started a mini collapse. Castle was turned inside out by Emily Arlott and was held off a leading edge to go for a duck. Mia Rogers was then run out for a couple, not deciding early enough, but a single to mid-off was indeed on. Sunrisers got to 55 for 4 after 10 overs, 92 more needed for the remaining 10, but they now had to do without Datani, who was trapped in front by a big spinner from Hannah Baker after making a patient 17. So often, both this season and during the last one, Sunrisers have done enough to give their opponents the jitters, but perhaps have not managed to produce a perfect game throughout. On this occasion, it was Carr and Gardner who got their heads down to give their side a glimmer of hope. The target reduced to 52 from 5 overs. And that became 22 from 2. Gardner pushing the total along to 125 for 5 with some courageous cricket. The partnership for the 6th wicket up to 70. In close finishes before, Sunrisers have often hit the panic button Now was the time for cool heads as 14 were needed from the last over. Gardner was so unlucky, a well-timed shot finding Gwen Davies on the boundary's edge. Gardner gone for 41, made from only 30 balls. Goal came in and drove her first delivery over cover for 4. 7 now needed from 2, and then 4 to tie for the very last ball. Russell, though, produced the ideal delivery, which meant only a single was possible. Carr left stranded on a 29-ball 37. Sunrisers were down and out halfway through their chase, but in the end finished on 143 for 6. It meant a loss by only 3 runs. Again, they can be proud that they took one of the front runners in this tournament right to the wire. They go again against South East Stars in Guildford on Sunday.